This is a good group, and if you've ever had a doubt that a NASCAR driver isn't a pretty good road racer, check this out. Jamie McMurray behind the wheel of the 02, and he just gets it done on Christian Fittipaldi. Now, McMurray, I know, races a lot of go-karts, kind of comes from a road racing background as well from the go-kart side of things, but when you spend as much time as he does in a cup car going in circles, that's impressive.
Well, there's a method to Chip's madness here where he's had his NASCAR guys as part of the lineup. If you notice, Jamie McMurray is one of the guys to beat every time they go to a road course now. And Kyle Larson, for a rookie last year, ran pretty well. So I think it's one of those things where there's kind of a mental block for the oval guys until the light goes on. They're like, hey, I can do this. And McMurray is a hell of a road. Well, you saw it right there. I mean, Christian Fittipaldi, Formula One veteran. I could say Christian Fittipaldi's a NASCAR guy too, because he's got a little bit of time there. But
from Bobby Labonte, here comes Emmanuel Collard, side by side with Bobby Labonte, and look, here comes Scott Sharp lining up for a shot as well.
Bobby let that happen. He could have pursued it because this next corner, left-hander right here, Bobby would have had the inside for, but no need to go side by side at this point in the show.
Well, as far as the engine manufacturers are concerned in this race, Pontiac must be delighted. They filled the top 5 positions right now. And it's a strong run from the Doran team, Brian.
Oh, indeed it is, Lee. I just checked in with Kevin Doran on Bobby Labonte, and he said he's doing great. The change of setup since test days here, the drivers like it a lot better. The Labonte's, though, the thing they're still going to have to work on is braking. You have to understand, in these prototypes, they literally use thousands of pounds of effort on the brake pedal to get these cars to stop, and the brake application process is so different than their Nextel Cup cars that they're used to, where you have to be so gentle and progressive on the brake application. And I think we're seeing that right now. These sports car racers are getting the best of it, and it's happening in the braking zone.
Waltrip, is that the Waltrip family, the famous one?
Yes, it is.
He's done it very well.
A Kentucky kid driving a Ferrari. That's like a Scotsman with the name Franchitti. You were giving him a hard time at the driver's meeting about that today.
Exactly. I imagine a Scotsman called Franchitti. When he drove with that, I was going to try and get him to, by default, change his name to McTavish or something, but never did. But the Waltrip family have been very successful, haven't they?
Oh, yeah. Boy, I'll say. Well, Michael's won the 500 and the July race here in the Cup car. He's won in the trucks as well. But he's committed to the World Endurance Championship in this Ferrari. He's not running full-time in NASCAR any longer.
Really?
He and his partner, Rob Kaufman, who, among many other things, runs a restoration and classic car sales business in Charlotte, North Carolina. A real car guy.
From one NASCAR champion to another, Kurt Busch has stepped from the Crown Royal Multimatic, and Matt Kenseth strapping in. This is exciting stuff, Dorsey, to see these boys. Last year we got a taste with Little E and Jimmy Johnson and Tony Stewart. And of course we've seen Robbie Gordon race Daytona prototypes, but the influx of NASCAR stars to this series is quite amazing.
It is indeed, and actually this picture right here is answering an email question that we got from a sponsor that used to sponsor me, Mike Welty from Whistler. Asked me, does Jack Roush have a team in the field? Of course, he doesn't have a team, but he certainly has a lot of his drivers there. Kurt Busch, Matt Kenseth, Greg Biffle, and let's talk to Kurt Busch.
Chris?
Hey guys, the 49 was just in. Busch hopped out, Kenseth in. These guys did assess a penalty down here because they didn't have a fire bottle over the wall when they plugged the fuel in. So small penalty of 10 seconds, but Kenseth, our 2003 Nextel Cup champion, is finally behind the wheel, and we're going to try to track down Kurt Busch here and see if we can get a couple words with him.
We go on board the 43 Orbit Porsche with Kyle Petty.
As Kyle comes up on the banking right there, shifting through the gears, it's always a thrill going up on the banking and taking it up to speed. It always feels good doing that. You sort of listen to the engine as it's going down that back stretch.
Well, we rode with one of the Brumos Porsches earlier. Let's ride with Kyle Petty now in the Orbit Porsche.
Dropping it into the chicane right there. Off the power, back on the power, tagging the curves just a little bit. Don't want to get onto them too much. And then on your way. It looks easy on camera. It looks, gee, I could do this. You know, you see Scott Sharp driving the car and the hands in the steering wheel. They're not doing a whole lot. It looks easy. It's not as easy. Look at the sun right there. I mean, it's blinding. And he's coming in. See, it doesn't look very busy. It's like, oh, it's easy.
Now it gets busy.
But you know, there's all these things you're feeling in the seat of your pants, and you're having to react to all this thing, and that's the management that takes place, and that's what the pros do. They do it really well, and they do it at very high speeds, so the car doesn't crash or doesn't spin around.